They always said he was weird. Not the fun kind of weird, the unsettling kind. The kind of kid who stares at clocks too long, who never blinks when he talks, who hums lullabies in reverse. His name was Theo, and he was born during a leap second, one of those invisible moments the world slips in just to keep the universe aligned. Nobody thought much of it. Just a strange blip on a birth certificate. Until Theo turned 7... and stopped aging. Not slowed, stopped. Doctors couldn't explain it. Scientists begged to study him. Theo just smiled like he already knew the answers. He still went to school, still ate cereal, still watched cartoons, but every night, while the rest of the world slept, Theo would walk outside and talk to the shadows of telephone poles like they were old friends. Because they were. Theo wasn't stuck. He wasn't cursed. He had made a deal. At 5 years old, on a night when his mom was crying in the kitchen and his dad had vanished again, time showed up not as a man, not as a god, but as a mirror. One that didn't reflect faces... only choices. You get one shot. Time whispered, grow up and break like the rest of them, or stay small and understand everything. Theo chose understanding. He didn't want to become a man. He wanted to know why men yell, why women break, why clocks keep going even after people stop. So time took his future and gave him clarity. Theo saw it all. The cracks in people's smiles. The weight behind every "I'm fine." The way grown-ups carry invisible coffins full of dreams they forgot to chase. He could hear heartbreak like static on the radio. He saw regrets tattooed across people's backs like warnings they never read. By 12, he could tell when someone was 2 years from suicide just by how they held a coffee cup. But he never interfered, because that was the rule. Time doesn't meddle. It teaches. By the time Theo was 50, still in the body of a child, he sat in the park feeding birds that weren't real, telling stories to people who never existed, waiting for time to come back. And one day, it did. "You've seen enough?" Time asked. Theo nodded. Ready to grow up now, Theo looked at the world, loud, broken, beautiful. He thought about the people still dragging their souls through 9 to 5 South and bad marriages, pretending not to hear the ticking. And he said, "No, I just want to rest." So time led him. Right there on the park bench, Theo exhaled for the first time in decades. His body finally aged in one long blink, bones cracking, hair whitening, skin folding like pages of an old book. And he smiled, even as he disappeared. They found only the bench the next morning. Carved into it were 5 words: grow slow, understand before breaking. And somewhere, under the silence of ticking seconds, time whispered, another one figured it out?